Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
College and the Lady Warriors of East Central Community College.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the ball game. Adam Gore out here in center field at East Central. Let's take you to the field now for today's starting lineups.
Shortstop, number 12, Maddie Miney. Batting second, playing second base is number 20, Rachel Sternishy. Batting third, playing catcher, number 11, Samantha Conley. Batting fourth, playing third, number 7, Summer Kreider. Batting fifth, designated player, number 30, Macy Cox. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 27, Casey Carpenter. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 5, Jessica Davis. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 1, Ellie Miney. Batting ninth and catching is number 17, Hope Harbin. And pitching today for the Lady Indians is number 3, Olivia Burns. Head coach for the Lady Indians is Andy Kirk. He is assisted by Haley Thompson and Daniel Rowland. And now the starting lineups for your Lady Warriors. First, second baseman, number 4, Kaylee Webb. Batting second, playing third base, number 15, Hannah Dufault. Batting third, playing left field is number 2, Olivia Houston. Batting fourth, playing catcher, number 24, Anna McNear. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 10, Kaylee Swindle. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 16, Annika Jones. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 9, Emily Sue Hartman. Batting eighth, designated player, number 7, Mackenzie Barnett. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 21, Parker Breland. And pitching today for the Lady Warriors, number 8, Braylon Boykin. The head coach for the Lady Warriors is Eric Neal. He is assisted by Emily Church. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove all headgear for our invocation and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day you have so graciously given us. We thank you for all your many blessings each and every day. Lord, we ask for your protection today over all those participating in this contest. Help us to honor you in all we do and say before, during, and after this contest. Lord, let all glory today be yours and yours alone. We just thank you for your abiding grace and your forgiveness. For it's in your holy name that we pray. Amen.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start things off here in the top of the first inning, game one between ICC and East Central, or in Decatur, Mississippi, for today's first game. And there's going to be some wind today, as the wind blowing out of the ballpark, basically from the first base dugout to right field, and it's kind of a short porch out there in right field, so you're going to have to be ready for it at all times here this afternoon. And if you're in the outfield, things could get interesting. So it'll be Maddie Miney to lead us off here. And she swings on the first pitch she sees, and it's going to go for a foul ball. The First American National Bank opening pitch coming your way at 2:03. It's a 2:03 First American National Bank opening pitch, and it goes for a strike on that foul ball. We heard today's Coca-Cola starting lineups. ICC and Coke, now that's the winning combination, and Coach Andy Kirks hopes he's got that winning combo put together here in game one of two between ICC and East Central. That pitch missing inside for a ball. Now I do have the scoreboard right to me, so I'm going to try to keep up with the counts as best as I can this afternoon. As that pitch missing outside, 1-1 now goes the count here to Maddie Miney. Due up 1-2-3 batters: Maddie Miney, Rachel Stranisha, and Samantha Conley. Pitch coming. This one popped up, and it's going to drop for a hit. Nicely done, and the ball's going to get away. Maddie's going to try to get to second, and she does. Oh, no! Called her out. Well, she got underneath the tag, and tough break there for Maddie Miney as her foot, it was underneath the tag that time, did not get the benefit of the doubt. I was zoomed in with my camera that I was shooting highlights with. So that would actually go as a single, but she was retired, I believe, 6-4 on the play. So now with one out in the inning, this is going to bring up Rachel Sternisha. So a tough break there from Miney trying to advance on that error. Big break there for East Central. Sternisha swings on the second pitch she sees. Center fielder's going to come out and make the play for out number 2. I have to go back and look at that.
Now batting catcher number 11, Samantha Conley.
On my replay. I'm not going to be able to do replay today. I'm sitting out in the outfield and can barely see my computer screen here. Now this is going to be Samantha Conley at the plate. Conley takes that first pitch in for a strike. 2 outs in the inning. If Conley were to reach, it'll be Summer Kreider up next for ICC. So waiting the pitch here. And that pitch across for a strike. All right, so you kind of, I don't know if you can hear it coming across the microphone that we have set up, but he has a deep and low strike call, and at least he's come up showing strike on the previous 2. And this one's fouled off, and keeping the at-bat alive here is Conley. So we're in the top of the first inning. No score between ICC and East Central. Conley having to protect the plate here. Waiting the pitch in the dirt, blocked up, but nobody on. Actually, it gets away. Nobody on to do any damage. Can't really see, there's no markers on the distance of the field, but watching during BP for East Central and watching some of the previous games out here with the way the wind's blowing today, anything out to right field could be interesting. Anything out to center field could be interesting for me. Conley swings and misses that one, and that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning. So after a questionable tag out over at second, it's a 3-up, 3-down inning as the Indians get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocados, dude.
Medium rare.
Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 is your score. ICC got 1 hit, but a throw out on trying to advance on an error that time, or really actually trying to advance as the ball got away. And a bang-bang play that went against the Lady Indians resulted in an unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning in the top half of the first. Due up here in the bottom half for East Central is Kaylee Webb, Hannah Default, and Olivia Houston. Well, a unique view here this afternoon at the ballpark as we are out in center field here in Decatur. A absolute beautiful day at the ballpark. Hopefully I will not get as sunburned as I did last time. I did spray down with sunscreen before the game. We'll probably renew that a couple of times as that pitch across from Olivia Burns, good for a strike. Olivia in the circle, Samantha Conley behind the plate. That's been the typical Game 1 rotation this season for ICC. Infield is in. And that pitch across for a strike. So a good job by Olivia, who kind of struggled in her last outing to find the strike zone. Quickly ahead in the count now. 0-2 here to Kaylee Webb. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Webb. Burns looking for her first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And that pitch just missing high for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss that time by Olivia. See if you couldn't get her to chase a pitch up and out of the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now is the count. Burns set to deliver. And that one missing low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 is the count now here to Webb, who quickly fell behind in the count, 0-2. So Olivia getting set to deliver. And that one missing low. So I might have jinxed Olivia. And my apologies if so. As now the count goes full here to Kaylee Webb. And there's strike 3. Olivia Burns, great job coming back and finding the zone and getting a Renaissance Bank strikeout for the first out of the inning there. Got her looking, and now this is going to be Hannah Dufault coming up. We're going to have limited replays today, and as you can tell, we're not going to have the left and right fields as we're just about right center this afternoon. Fastball swung on a miss for strike 1. But we do appreciate everyone that's tuning in here in support of ICC this afternoon. And do want to remind you we'll be on the road with the Indians baseball team tomorrow here on the Red Channel on Let'sGoICCTV.com. That pitch, just missing. Conley held on to it a little bit longer, trying to see if she can get the frame job. Did not. 1 ball, 1 strike now is the count here to Default. Default, the second batter. She's playing at third base. Swings on this pitch, fouls it back for strike 2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Default. So waiting this pitch here from Burns as she gets the signals from the side. Pitch coming, swung on and missed for strike 3. An absolute beautiful off-speed pitch that time from Burns. Her second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. So with 2 away now, this is going to bring up Olivia Houston. Olivia batting in that 3 spot, playing in left field this afternoon. We'll try to dig in here, see if she can spark a 2-out rally for the homestanding Warriors of East Central. Another beautiful off-speed pitch that clips the corner of the zone for a strike. Olivia doing a good job early getting ahead of batters in this situation. Infield at regular depth. As that pitch across for a strike as well. So Burns is dealing early. You know, she was not happy with her previous outing, so looking to make up for it today. So she toes the rubber, and she's working with purpose and in a hurry here. Not a bad spot to miss to see if you couldn't get her to chase one out of the zone that time. Good eye on the part of Houston to hold off and force the count now to go 1-2. Well, I got to remember when I look at the home plate umpire, I've got to look at it reverse because he's showing the count to the press box. So as we're waiting the pitch here from Burns, this one popped up, foul back, out of play. And we'll stay at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here for East Central. Scoreless contest here in the bottom of the first of game 1. So Burns trying to find a 3-up, 3-down inning and strike out the side. And she does. Olivia Burns, a great start to the contest. 3 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the bottom of the first. We've played 1. We're scoreless here in Decatur. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to go here in the top of the second inning, a scoreless contest. Due up for ICC, the 4-5-6 batters, Kreider, Cox, and Carpenter. That is your lineup due up here in the top of the second. So Carpenter will lead us off. Takes a look at that first pitch across, high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Kreider. She can hit for power to the short side of the field here. She looks at that pitch, high for a ball 2. Braylon Boykin is in the circle here for East Central. She gets set to deliver this 2-0 pitch. And that one across for a strike. It's a pretty good cadence out of the home plate umpire. As I said, you can hear him pretty clearly. I gotta be careful with my mics. If I turn them up too much, that wind's going to drown us out a little bit. As this pitch popped up, and the second baseman will go over and make the play for out number 1. Well, good job that time. Kind of got her in on the hands a little bit. She was able to fight that one off, but just could not get it to fall. So now this is going to be Macy Cox coming to the plate. So Macy, who was the Game 1 hero against Northwest, she had the game-tying single and the game-winning single. Oh, there's a great grab over at second. To throw is an error, so Macy will reach on an error for the Indians. It was a great stop by the second baseman. She just came up, threw over to first, and the first baseman, it kind of popped up out of her glove and maybe got on her a little bit quicker than she was anticipating that time. And so now with one out and a runner on first, this is going to be Casey Carpenter coming to the plate. Carpenter will dig in with Cox over at first. Looks at that first pitch across for a strike. Once again, remind you, we'll be in Jones tomorrow here on the Red Channel. That is weather permitting. I think we might have to set up outside. I can't remember how that setup's going to be. But if not, we'll be inside, and that'll be on the Red Channel for sure. Carpenter looks at that pitch for a strike and falls behind the count now, 0-2. Good job by Boykin to quickly get ahead of the batter. She and Burns have been doing a good job of that so far in the contest. So waiting this pitch from Boykins to Carpenter. One out and a runner on first. No score. We're in the top of the second. It's that pitch missing outside for a ball. Not a bad spot to go for that time. See if you couldn't get the home plate umpire to maybe give you a little bit of love there, but he did not. So Boykins set to deliver. Carpenter rips one and is caught on a hop over there at third. They're going to try to turn two, but can't get it, so that'll be a fielder's choice. Well, that one was about 2 inches away from hopping over the head of the third baseman. A great leaping catch over there by default. So score that one 5-4 on the putout of Cox. And Carpenter will reach on the fielder's choice, and now this will be Jessica Davis coming to the plate here for the Indians. So ICC trying to spark a two-out rally here in the top of the second, a scoreless contest here in Decatur. Davis at the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees. High fly ball out here to center field. Center fielder going back and will make the catch about 3 steps in front of the warning track. So the Indians get no runs on no hits, no errors. Or excuse me, 1 error and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the second. Due up, 4, 5, 6 batters. Back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the bottom of the second inning here.
Leading off for the Lady Warriors is catcher number 24, Anna McNear.
So this will be McNear, Swindle, and Jones all due up here for East Central. And the bottom of the second, a scoreless contest here between number 18 ICC and East Central. Olivia Burns got 3 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the top part of the inning. And this pitch lifted, but foul and out of play. Well, that's what we're talking about. Anytime somebody can get extended on something like that, and it looks like a routine fly ball, the way the wind's blowing, it doesn't take a lot to get out of this ballpark to start with, but the way the wind's blowing today out toward basically moving from the first base dugout to right field, anything lifted could be a adventure on the short porch on the right side of the field here. So that first pitch, nothing but a strike as it went out of play. And there's a shot, and it's going to get down to the gap. It's going to bounce off the wall, and this should go for 2. Yes, it will. And so a double by McNear to start the inning there in the 4 spot. And now this will be Swindle, the first baseman, coming to the plate. So a solid start to the inning there as the first pitch was ripped, and the second one just hit to the gap out there in left field, and it goes for a double. So no outs, a runner on second here. As this is Swindle at the plate. Swindle takes a look at that first pitch and takes it for a strike. It's McNear at second with the double. No outs. Scoreless contest here in the second. Shows bunt, lays it down, and a hitter. So it's a dead ball that time as it bounced up and made contact with her while she was still in the batter's box. So that goes for a strike. And so a big time here if Burns can find her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. She gets set to deliver. And oh, they thought it was strike 3, but instead the umpire said just a bit too outside for his liking. And the count goes 1-2. So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Burns. Olivia set to deliver. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout for Olivia Burns, her 4th of the contest.
Now batting shortstop, number 16, Annika Jones.
So now Annika Jones will come to the plate here with 1 away and a runner at second for East Central. Nice job locating on that pitch from Burns. Got her to chase one. That was a rise ball that time. Couldn't hold off on it. And that went for strike 3. Shows bunt inside, missing for a ball. Well, East Central showed bunt in the previous batter by Swindle. It came up and hit her for a dead ball and a strike. So East Central trying to play a little small ball here and see if they can sacrifice a runner over in scoring position. This time swings on it, fouls it back and out of play. Well, this is typically where I would say over the top of us here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth, but We're not in the dugout or in the press box. We're actually out here in center field. But when we do talk about the ICC Foundation, we do want to remind you that you can find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. That's actually the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. And there's going to only be one place over to first, and it is not in time. So a nice bunt laid down that time, and it will go for an infield single. And now EC's got something brewing here in the bottom of the second. Has great speed that time by Annika Jones. That ball just stayed fair the whole way. She's got good speed, so she was able to get over there. No play at third, and now this will be Emily Sue Parkman coming up to bat. She's playing in right field this afternoon, batting in the 7th spot. So East Central threatening here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 is your score. So Parkman will step in, shows bunt. They had the squeeze on that time as that goes for a strike, and the runner from first to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Nearly had a shot at possibly getting McNear as she kind of charged pretty heavy off of third base, but was able to get back without an issue. So with 1 out, runners on second and third now, that will erase the potential of a Little Caesars double play. That pitch, a good-looking pitch, but a little too inside that time for the umpire's liking. And that should even up the count at 1-1. We'll see what he shows, if he shows it, and he does not. I do believe it is a 1-1 count. Change up, hangs up for a ball. So East Central trying to get something going here. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count here to Parkman. This pitch lifted, back and out of play. 2-2 now goes the count. Another outstanding crowd of ICC fans there you can see on the left side of your screen coming out to support the Indians this afternoon. Also got a few fans out here in the porch area. It's actually one thing I do like about East Central's field is the outfield porch. Would love to see us add something like that at ICC. That pitch goes high, ball gets away, and the run will score. So EC allows the runners to advance on the pass ball, and 1 run scored that time. It was a high pitch. And so the runs will score there. Let's call it a wild pitch because Sam did everything she could to climb the ladder to go get that one. And so 1-0 East Central now. Runner is at third. 3-2 now is the count. So Burns needs to battle back and try to find a way to find this second out of the inning here. So waiting the pitch here. It's a grounder to the shortstop. 1 play and it's over to first in time, and the run scores again. So East Central getting the job done there. 6-3 on the ground out, but there was an RBI as Jones scores. So now ICC finds himself in a 2-0 hole here, and this is going to be Mackenzie Barnett coming to the plate. So 2 away and nobody on here for East Central. ICC trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. EC wanting to spark a 2-out rally. Waited on the changeup and the diving effort over at third base. Kreider nearly makes a amazing catch over there as she dove in foul territory, but just too far out of her reach. And so that will go for a strike. Good effort that time defensively by Kreider. So 2 away, 2-0 is your score. We're in the bottom of the second inning. This pitch popped up. Burns calls everyone off and squeezes it for out number 3. But the damage done as they get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll take the break and come back with the top of the third inning And be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melty cheese, all together for 99 cents. It's like real comfort food.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and these guys keep pulling me back in. Pulling me back in!
Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves starting at 99 cents. And try order ahead to get happy hour anytime. Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves. A Fritos chili pie. Juicy Junior Burger. Or Junior Wrap. Does all this comfort come at a price? Yes, it starts at 99 cents. Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ellie Miney will start us off here in the top of the third inning. 8-9-1 batters due up here for the Indians. ICC trailing at 2-0 after a productive inning out of East Central in the bottom of the second. So ICC needs to find the bats here, see if they can get them coming in live. As that pitch across for a strike. Well, Boykin continues to do a good job of throwing strikes early in the count. So ICC may have to adjust their approach here and get a little bit more aggressive at the plate. That pitch missing low for a ball. Ellie batting in that 8th spot. She's playing in left field this afternoon. So 1-1 is the count. That pitch missing low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike is the situation here on Ellie Miney. Sun is out and shining bright here in Decatur. An absolute beautiful day for softball. We hope you're enjoying this afternoon with us here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Miney looks at that pitch, high and outside for ball 3. 3-1 now. Goes the count here to Ellie. Hope Harbin on deck, and then we go back to the top of the lineup with Ellie's twin sister, Maddie Miney, 2 up. So awaiting this pitch here. And there's ball 4, so Ellie will start the inning off with a walk for the Indians.
Now batting center fielder number 17, Hope Harbin.
And a positive start there for the Indians, as now this is going to be Hope Harbin coming to the plate. Runner at first for Hope Harbin, who is trying to spark the Indians' bat. They trail it 2-0 here. Harbin shows bunt, lays it down. It's a beautiful play. Only one, and it's not in time. Oh, another bang play going against the Indians. So, however, that does go for a sacrifice bunt. Thought Harbin had legged that one out that time.
Shortstop number 12, Maddie Miney.
And now this will bring up Maddie Miney. That previous sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminded you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics, right here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. So Maddie singled but was thrown out trying to advance to the ball, got away from the left fielder. And the ball in the dirt, and Ellie is able to head over to third. So now ICC can cut the lead in half here with the base hit. Can we get that Miney connection rolling here for the Indians? So good heads-up play that time by Ellie to recognize the ball had gotten away and scampered over to third quickly. So now with 1 out in the inning and a runner at third, Maddie Miney at the plate trying to make it a 2-1 contest. Maddie takes that pitch inside for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here. So ICC trails at 2-0. We're in the top of the third, game 1 here with East Central. It's Maddie dribblers. They're going to come home with it. And now Ellie's going to dive back. And Maddie will reach on that one.
Now batting second baseman number 20, Rachel Sternishuk.
And that's Rachel Sternisha at the plate. I've texted Bill a couple of times to let him know they're saying the name wrong, and I'll do it again. As that pitch missing for a ball. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. Rachel Sternisha, who leads the team in RBIs, an RBI opportunity here. Sternisha will dig in. And they're going to fake the throw to second. And Maddie will get in safely with the stolen base. So now a base hit could be huge here for the Indians, possibly trying to tie this contest. They trail it 2-0 right now. We're in the top of the third inning with Rachel Sternisha at the plate. That pitch across for a strike. So runners on second and third. There's one out here. And that pitch missing high for a ball. As Indian players calling for ball 4 in this situation and see if they can walk her and load the bases. Sternisha at the plate. And she does. A walk issued to Rachel Sternisha. Now bases are loaded for ICC as they trail it 2-0, but now bases loaded here for Samantha Conley. Conley struck out to end the first inning in her first at bat, looking to redeem herself here as we're going to have a quick meeting in the circle. We'll take the timeout. Let's hear from Sonic and be back with more right after this.
Crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melty cheese, all together for 99 cents. It's like real comfort food.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and these guys keep pulling me back in. Pulling me back in!
Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves starting at 99 cents. And try order ahead to get happy hour anytime. Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves. A Fritos chili pie. Juicy Junior Burger. Or Junior Wrap. Does all this comfort come at a price? Yes, it starts at 99 cents. Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as bases loaded for the Indians. And now this is going to be Samantha Conley at the plate. Conley swings on the first pitch she sees, fouls it off for strike one. Bases full of Indians, 2-0. East Central with the lead here. There is one out in the inning after a sacrifice bunt from Hope Harbin, so ICC would love to get the hit parade started here and see if they can get that merry-go-round of spinning to possibly tie this thing up or maybe even take the lead. So Conley at the plate. Swings on that pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball. Foul by inches, as it would have plated one run, or possibly could have been an opportunity for a double play there for East Central. So now strike two is the call here after back-to-back foul balls from Conley. Outfield playing her straight away. Ellie Money at third, Maddie Money at second, and Rachel Sternisha is at first. So bases loaded with one out here in the top of the third. And Conley fouls it off, is held on to for strike three. Another big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. That's the second of the game. And now this is going to be Summer Kreider coming to the plate. So the Indians looking for a two-out hit here. East Central trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Two away, and bases loaded. ICC trailing at 2-0. Kreider takes a look at that pitch and called a ball. Golden opportunity here for ICC if they can come up with a base hit. Maddie Miney's got good speed at second for the potential tying run here. But right now you just want to try to extend this inning. Ground ball, second baseman. Throw over to first is in time, and East Central gets out of the jam. Oh, a tough break there for ICC as East Central dodges a major bullet there. ICC loads it up with one out in the inning, and then a strikeout and a ground out ends it. ICC gets no runs on one hit. No error. and 1 left on base, excuse me, 3 left on base. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to go here. Man, ICC a golden opportunity in the previous top half of the inning with bases loaded, but back-to-back big time outs, a strikeout and a ground out. Got East Central out of the jam, and now to be the 9-1 and 2 batters due up here. Parker Breland, the center fielder, going to start things off here in the bottom of the third. East Central leading it 2-0. That pitch going high for a ball. Well, it was a double by Anna McNear, who eventually scored on a wild pitch, and then a single and a stolen base, and by Emily Sue Parkman, who scored on a ground out by, or excuse me, that was Jones who scored on the ground out by Parkman. And that is your Sonic scoring update. So 2-0 is your score here. We're in the bottom of the third. That pitch at the knees and called a strike. So the umpire letting that one go a little low that time. 1-2 now is the count here, as Burns getting set to deliver. This pitch foul back, out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. So Burns trying to get a quick inning here to see if they can get the bats back for the Indians. As we said, they loaded the bases, but just couldn't find anything going there in the top half of the inning. So ICC trying to get back to the bat in the top of the fourth with no damage done here. But East Central trying to build on this 2-0 lead. That pitch hangs up high for a ball. So I believe the count is 2-2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yes, it is. So Burns getting set to deliver this 2-2 offering. And they called it a ball. Well, it was awkward because the runner took off and I knew it didn't hit her. So apparently she thought that was 3-2 was the count, but instead, now the count is 3-2. So now the count full here. Burns delivers strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Thought it was a walk, but Burns gets the strikeout for out number 1. So a clutch strikeout there, the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Olivia Burns. As now we go back to the top of the lineup, and this is going to be Kaylee Webb. Webb struck out looking in her first at-bat of the day. ICC trying to get a little bit more of that going here. This pitch missing low and in the dirt. Ball 1 from Burns. Well, the wind is blowing like crazy today. Looking down at baseball, I don't know if they're playing today, but it's blowing out to center field at baseball, blowing out right field here at softball. They had a tennis match earlier, and I'll say this, if they are playing tennis today, or if they're still playing right now with this wind, that is not a fun day to be playing tennis. So Burns getting set to deliver. That pitch across for a strike. Nice location that time by Olivia, painting the corner for a strike. 2 2-1 now is the count here to Kaylee Webb, the leadoff batter. She swings on this one, fouls it off. 4 strike 2, 2-2 now is the count here to Webb. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as Burns will toe the rubber. Gets set to deliver this 2-2 offering here to Webb. Pitch on its way. And it misses for a ball. Now the count goes full. 3-2 now is the count to Kaylee Webb. So there's 1 out. It was a strikeout to start the inning to Breland. So Burns trying to find her 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And she walks her. That pitch missing low in the dirt. That will be the first walk of the afternoon. And Coach Kirk going to come out and talk to his pitcher here, just try to get her a little refocus in this situation. Do have, I believe, Mary Kate Butler warming up in the bullpen, and that is the case. Butler, a freshman right-handed pitcher out of Pontotoc. And Coach Kirk just trying to refocus Burns in this situation. And now this is going to be Dufault coming to the bat. She struck out swinging, part of a 3-up, 3-down. Strike out of the side by Olivia Burns. So Burns gets set to deliver that pitch across for a strike. A little extra gas behind that one from Burns. Runner at first. There's 1 out in the inning. ICC would love to roll a Little Caesars double play to get out of this inning. Runner goes, swung on a miss. Throw down is not in time. Good speed that time by Webb as she just got there before the tag, so that'll go for a stolen base. The 2nd stolen base of the day for East Central. So 0-2 is the count here to Default. So Burns getting set to deliver. This pitch popped up. Stranisha comes over and makes the play for the out. Rachel Stranisha camps underneath that one for out number 2. And a good pitch that time. Didn't give her anything she could barrel up.
Olivia Houston.
But was able to get the pop-up and the out. Now this will bring up Olivia Houston. Olivia struck out swinging in her first bat of the day. And now with 2 away and a runner at second, East Central leading 2-0. Runner goes, no. Is that pitch missing low? As Webb about halfway to third that time. Really surprised she came back. Is that pitch missing low for a ball? Change up, same location, this time called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 2 away, runner at second base. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. ICC trailing East Central 2-0 here on a very windy afternoon in Decatur. That changeup falls right back in place. Nice locations on those back-to-back pitches. Went low, went high, and froze the batter each time for Houston. So now Houston's going to have to come up and protect the plate here with 2 strikes on her. Olivia looking for her 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Instead, there's a rip and off the glove of a leaping Maddie Miney, and that will score another run. Well, a great attempt that time by Maddie. As she was back, it was just a bit too high, and that will go for an RBI single, and 3-0 now is the score as that 1-out walk comes back and haunts the Indians.
Catcher number 24, Anna McNear.
Well, not a whole lot more you could do if you're Maddie Miney, as she already pretty tall, made a leaping effort at it, got off the tip of her glove, hit just hard enough to sneak his way out to left field. So a break there for East Central, and it's 3-0 now. 2 outs, and this is McNear, who doubled in her previous at-bat. That pitch across a fastball for a strike. McNear ripped a double to the gap out in left field. Behind in the count now 1-0 with 2 outs and a runner at first base. This pitch popped up and back, and that goes for strike 2. Well, good job by Burns to get ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes to McNear. You got to be careful though. McNear's got a pretty good pop in her bat here. So Burns gets set to deliver. That pitch missing. Throw down is in time. Nicely done there by Samantha Conley to Maddie Miney to end the inning. And ICC gets out of the inning with only minimum damage done. They trail it now 3-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for ICC. Cox, Carpenter, and Jessica Davis. Cox reached on an error in her previous at-bat. Carpenter reached on a fielder's choice at a race Cox. And Davis flew out to center to end the second. ICC had bases loaded in the top of the third, but couldn't get anything going. They trail it now 3-0 after an RBI single by Olivia Houston that scored Webb in the bottom of the third. So 3-0, everything going the way of East Central here early on in game 1. ICC trying to find these bats and wake them up here. This pitch popped up left side and caught for out number 1. So 1 away now as
now batting first baseman number 27, Casey Carpenter.
This will be Casey Carpenter coming to the plate. So Carpenter trying to spark the bats for the Indians. That pitch going to go high for a ball. East Central comes into this series 13-7, overall 6-2. So not a bad East Central team. This is a team that's been really good over the years. As Carpenter swings at that one and misses for a strike. So ICC needs to find a way to get the bats warmed up here. They've only got 1 hit on the afternoon. As Carpenter looks at that pitch high for a ball. For East Central, they've got 3 hits, but they've been able to get some work done on those hits. Took advantage of the only walk on the afternoon for ICC. It's Carpenter, slow grounder to second, going to pop up and throw it over in time for the out, 4-3. Let's give credit where credit's due. We talk about ICC needing to fire up the bats. Well, it's been Braylon Boykin that has kept these bats quiet. Everything's been pretty much routine so far. Fly balls and ground balls, mainly to the left side of the field. So now this is going to be Jessica Davis coming to the plate. Davis takes a look at that first pitch inside for a ball. So ICC going to try to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 4th inning. They trail 3-0. Davis swings and misses for a strike. Well, healthy cut that time by Davis, just came up empty. 1-1 now. Goes the count here to Jessica. So waiting the 1-1 offering. This one popped up. And it's going to be center fielder coming over. No, it's going to drop for a hit. Neither one of them caught it or even touched the ball. So Jessica Davis comes up and gets a gift there as she kept running. Neither player touched the ball as it just fell between them, and that's going to go for a double. A big-time break there for the Indians. Well, the left fielder had it. Right center fielder came in and caught everyone off, and they both allowed each other to have it as it dropped in between them. Neither one of them touched it, so it goes for a hit. So now Ellie Miney coming to the plate. Ellie walked in her previous at-bat. Takes that first pitch across for a strike. Well, Ellie was part of the trio of runners that were left on the base in the top of the third, trying to spark a two-out rally here for the Indians in the top of the fourth. That pitch missing high for a ball. So Miney will dig in. Jessica Davis is at second. There is 2 outs in the inning. Ball gets away, and the runner will go to third. So Jessica Davis will scamper away on the pass ball, or the ball in the dirt, I should say. And now a base hit could be huge here for the Indians. Got to get at least 1 run on the board here this inning. Get some confidence brewing here for ICC. We talked about it. Ellie walked in her previous at-bat. Runner now at third with 2 outs in the inning. Can the Indians spark a 2-out rally here? And that pitch missing low for a ball. Second baseman going to come up and offer Boykin a few encouraging words. So Miney will dig back in here for ICC. 3-0 is the score. Jessica Davis is at third. And there's ball 4. So the second time today, Ellie Miney will reach on a walk, and now there's runners on the corners here for the Indians. And this is Hope Harbin. She has not had an official at-bat today, as she had a sacrifice bunt in her previous at-bat. One she nearly legged out for an infield single. It was 1-3 on the put out of that sacrifice bunt. So now Hope going to try to come up with a clutch 2-out hit here for the Indians with runners on the corners. That pitch across for a strike to Hope Harbin. So that is Jessica Davis over at third. And Hope representing the tying run at the plate. Harbin rips one. This one's deep. It's going to get over the head of the outfield. 1 run will score. They're going to ask 2 to score. And Harbin's going to go to third, and she'll get there safely. A big-time triple there out of Hope Harbin. And ICC plates 2. So ICC gets a triple out of Hope Harbin, a 2-out triple at that. And now we go back to the top lineup with Maddie Miney at the plate. Clutch play there out of Hope. I thought it had a chance to get out of the ballpark for a second. It hit about halfway up the fence and bounced back into the field, and a big-time clutch hit there. Now Maddie Miney at the plate. Takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Now ICC with a tying run at third. Trying to spark a 2-out rally here. As Maddie, she reached last time, but I guess they're going to say it was on a fielder's choice as they didn't credit ICC for a hit. There was no throw on the play. As that pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. She also had a single in the first inning, but she was thrown out trying to advance after the ball got away. So a base hit would be huge here for the Indians. Miney hits one, and it gets past the third baseman, and the run will score. Maddie Miney blistering a shot down the line, and ICC ties it now at 3. Big time play there for the Indians.
Now batting second baseman number 20, Rachel Sternishaw.
So an RBI. I have called the press box, text the press box. And told them how to properly say Rachel's name, and they're just not doing it. Is that pitch missing high for a ball? Rachel, I apologize. I've done everything but walk over there and tell them how to say the name. It's that pitch missing outside, ball 2. So 2-0 is the count here to Rachel. Throw goes. The steal is there for Maddie as the throw was actually up the line a little bit. Looked like it might have bounced off Maddie as she took a pretty nasty slide in, kind of landed flat on her back, but she was able to steal that one successfully was Miney. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position, and 3-0 is the count here to Rachel Sternisha. That pitch across, Rachel taking the whole way with the 3-0 count. Now the count goes 3-1. Well, ICC has, put that run on the wrong team. ICC has scored 3 with 2 outs in the inning to tie it up 3-3. And then Sternisha is hit by a pitch, so she will head down to first base. And the inning continues here for the Indians. It's the second time Sternisha has reached today. She walked in her previous at-bat. And now Samantha Conley, who is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Boy, to be a big time for Samantha to redeem herself here and come up with a base hit to extend this inning. Runner at second, that's Maddie Miney. She's got some good speed, something down to the outfield, or can sneak through the hole. Will score runs, so Sam at the plate. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, whatever it is about Samantha, Boykin has got a lot of confidence against her, as she has just zipped him in there for strikes to get ahead quickly on the count here against Sam so far in the contest. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. That pitch missing low, 1-1 now is the count. So awaiting the pitch here. There's a dribbler up the middle to the shortstop, and it's going to get through. 1 run will score for the Indians, and a big-time clutch hit there for Samantha Conley, and ICC leads it 4-3. Big-time play there for the Indians as Conley comes up with a clutch hit there, an RBI single that scores Maddie Miney. Well, that was a big stolen base for Maddie. And this pitch lifted deep center field. Center fielder's going to come over and catch it for the out, but the Indians get 4 runs with 2 outs in the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. ICC rallies to take a 4-3 lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Warriors, catcher number 24, Anna McNear.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to call Bill Wagner back and let him know how to say Rachel's name, but he didn't answer his phone. As we're now in the bottom of the 4th inning, ICC scores 4 in the top part of the inning. as this is McNear at the plate. She was at the plate whenever Houston was caught stealing to end the third inning. As we talked about, McNear blistered a double and scored on a wild pitch to start, eventually scored on a wild pitch to start the second. Change-up falls off the table just a bit too soon. There's another rip, but it's going to go foul. Man, McNear, she's got some pop in her bat, as that was just a hammered shot down the line. So now she's got 2 strikes on her, got to protect the dish here. And that pitch going to miss. Or actually, it's going to hit her, excuse me. Or no, they're actually going to call her out. Said that she leaned over the plate to get hit by it. So that out will be given to the catcher, as the East Central coach is going to come out and argue the call here, but the umpire quickly came out and called that one. Said that she leaned out over the plate and was to initiate the contact. And so after that brief conversation, and the East Central coach going to make sure he gets his money's worth as he heads back to the dugout. That is Eric Neal coming out to argue the call there. So that was called out after they said she stretched over to get hit by the pitch. And so now with 1 away, this is going to be Swindle. That pitch drifting high for a ball. Swindle struck out. She was 1 of 5 Renaissance Bank strikeouts so far in the contest. East Central with 3 hits in the game. It's that pitch missing high for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count here to Swindle. Good eye by Swindle, as that was a borderline pitch on that rise ball. She was able to hold off on it. And now 3-0 is the count. So whatever Coach Neal said to the home plate umpire, he's kind of shrunk the zone up a little bit here. So we'll see if Swindle will be holding on this 3-0 count. She does, and that one's right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now goes the count here to Swindle. Well, last time Olivia issued a 1-out walk, it turned into a run. That was to Kaylee Webb. Swindle trying to do the same here. And she draws the walk. So with 1 out in the inning and a runner at first, this is going to bring up Jones to the plate. And so Jones, she had a single, stole the base, and eventually come around to score on a ground out by Parkman, who is on deck. So that first pitch missing high for a ball. So Olivia, some of her pitches kind of trailing up on her here in the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC leads it 4-0. They scored all 4 runs in the top part of the inning with 2 outs in the inning. So 2 out hitting big for the Indians. This pitch foul back for a strike. Well, I have put sunscreen on and it has gotten in my eyes now that I'm sweating out here. So that is miserable. So 1-1 is the count. ICC continuing to warm up pitchers. Shows bunt. Goes for strikes. Throw down to first is not in time. So now there's 2 strikes here on Jones. So the Indians trying to find the second out of the inning here. And this one fouled back. Nice job that time by Jones, Annika Jones, to foul that one back and keep the at-bat alive here. 1 out, runner at first. That is Swindle, who drew a 5-pitch walk. That pitch outside, and I believe now the count goes full. Try to see if the home plate umpire will show it before the batter goes back into the bat. And of course he does not. Whenever I'm looking, he doesn't show it. Whenever I'm not looking, he shows it. But I believe the count's full. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Olivia Burns. That is her 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and it comes at a big time there. So now with 2 outs, this is going to be Parkman coming to the plate. So Parkman, who grounded out to the shortstop but did drive in a run in her previous at-bat, will stand in. Takes that first pitch, missing high and outside for a ball. 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC rallied with 4 runs in the top part of the inning to take the lead. That pitch across. 1-1 now is the count here to Parkman. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs with a runner at first. Parkman pops this one back and out of play. Oh, if there's a car's parked down there, that could have been trouble for somebody, but judging by the crowd's reaction, it was not. So now with 2 strikes, Parkman's got to protect the plate here. 1-2 is the count here on Parkman. Can Burns get back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning? This one going to be lifted and foul, as that one traced down the left field line. If it would have stayed fair, it could have been trouble if it could have snuck its way in there, but a nice job that time by Parkman to find a piece of it, keep the at-bat alive here, as now the count will stay at 1-2. Runner at first base. 2 outs. ICC leading 4-3. That pitch missing outside. Couldn't get her to chase one that time. Good eye on the part of Emily Sue Parkman, the right fielder. So the pitch coming. Popped up. First baseman goes back and makes the play, and ICC gets out of the inning. So no runs, so no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 4, and ICC leads it 4-3. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 5th right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back now as we shift to the top of the 5th inning. ICC leads it 4-3, and we start where we started the 4th inning, and that's going to be with Macy Cox. Macy is 0 for 2 on the day. She did reach on an error, and she flew out to left.
New pitcher for East Central, number 3, Brooklyn King.
And there is a new pitcher in here for East Central, Brooklyn King.
Lady Indians will be designated player number 30, Macy Cox.
So Brooklyn King will enter the pitch here in the top of the 5th, and Macy Cox will greet her. So Cox will be awaiting this pitch here from King. Looks at the first one across for a strike. Nice job by King, doing a lot like Boykin did. She came in and filled up the strike zone early, was able to handcuff some of the batters, but ICC adjusted nicely. Was able to push 4 runs across with 2 outs in the inning in the top of the 4th to take a 4-3 lead. That pitch comes up a little short. 1-1 now is the count. We thank everyone that has tuned in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Do remind you that we'll be back on the Red Channel tomorrow at Jones. So that pitch skips across for a ball 2. 2-1 now is the count. Madison Haley are running Twitter today for us. Lee Adams is manning things back in the office. There's a hard hit ground ball and it's going to get through for Cox. Nice at bat right there for Macy, as she just blistered that one right by a diving third baseman, and that'll be a leadoff single for Macy.
Now batting first baseman, number 27, Casey Carpenter.
Now this is going to bring up Casey Carpenter for the Indians. Looks like we may have a runner. Yes, we'll have a runner coming in here for ICC. This is going to be Joanna Vasquez. JoJo, our friend as we call each other. JoJo coming in to run. So now this will be Casey Carpenter at the plate with a runner at first and no outs here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. ICC leading 4-3, trying to build onto this lead here with an insurance run in the top of the 5th. Carpenter flares this one out to the outfield. Is caught right over the head. Nice play out there in right field by Parkman, as she was able to go up and catch that one. That one had just a little bit more on it. Parker wouldn't have been able to get back to that one in time. So a good job adjusting, making a little bit of a hop on the line out to right field by Carpenter. And now this is going to be Jessica Davis. Jessica doubled, even though they called it an error on East Central. Neither one of the players touched the ball for East Central, as Davis puts the bunt down, and it's going to be for a base hit. Jessica Davis, quicker than a hiccup, able to get that one in and get the hit. And a nice job there by Jessica. And now the Indians have runners at first and second. JoJo had to hold up for a second and make sure the ball wasn't caught. Then she was able to get over to second. And now up is going to be Ellie Miney. Miney has walked twice today. If you're Ellie, you wouldn't mind seeing that again. Load the bases for the Indians. There's only one out here in the inning. Runners at second, or first and second, I should say. Miney takes a look at that pitch, high for a ball. Indians lead at 4-3. We're in the top of the 5th, game 1 here at East Central. So Miney awaiting the pitch here from King. Looks at that one across the knees for a strike. Good job by King coming back to even up the count now at 1-1. Well, as we said, an absolute beautiful day here, partly cloudy, just enough to shade you every once in a while to cool things off a little bit. A beautiful breeze throughout the day. It's blowing out to the right side of the park here in Decatur. We do appreciate everyone watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. That pitch drifts high and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Ellie Miney. Well, it's been a nice day. I saw they had tennis earlier. I don't know if it was the high school or the college team playing. Got baseball going on, so if you're a fan of East Central, it's been an outstanding day to come out and support the Warriors, both on the baseball and softball diamonds. As Miney rips one, it's going to be a slow roller to short. Only one play, and it's to first, and it's not in time. Ellie Miney showing off some speed of her own there, and ICC loads the bases. That ball just kind of looked like it had a little bit of a backspin on it. Didn't hop up quickly to the shortstop. Miney with good speed, able to leg that one out, and that's the 3rd hit of the inning now with 1 out. And this is going to be Hope Harbin. Man, if Hope can redo what she did in the previous at-bat, she tripled off the wall out in right field. That was a 2-run triple. So now Hope will dig in. Big situation here for ICC as the bases are loaded. Infield is in, trying to cut off that run at home. Harbin swings on the first pitch she sees. Is caught by the third baseman. They do get to force it home, and a good play that time. Fielder's choice as Harbin will reach 5-2 on the putout of Vasquez, who was in running for Cox. And that's the reason why you bring them in. You try to get that situation there, and they did just that. So a good job by East Central cutting down the run, keeping it a 1-run game now. This is going to be Maddie Miney. Maddie had an RBI single in her previous at-bat. We'll dig in and try to spark another 2-out rally here for the Indians. Ball in the dirt, ball 1. So Miney at the plate. Jessica Davis is over at third. Her twin sister, Ellie Miney, is at second. And that's Hope Harbin, who's got pretty good speed of her own over at first base. That pitch across for a strike evens things up now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 2 away now. ICC pushed 4 runs across the board with 2 outs in the previous inning. Can they do it again here this inning? Bases loaded. However, they did leave bases loaded back in the third. So Maddie Miney at the plate, trying to get a 2-out hit here for the Indians. Looks at that pitch, outside corner of beauty for a strike. Now Maddie's got to protect the dish here. 1-2 is the count. To the shortstop out of Olive Branch. So 1-2 pitch coming from King. Grounder, over the head, and that's going to allow 1 run to score. 2 runs are going to score for the Indians. And Maddie Miney coming up in the clutch for ICC. Big time play there for the Indians. And ICC pushes across 2 more runs.
Now batting second baseman number 20, Rachel.
That's going to go for a single, 2 runs as Maddie took second on the throw. I don't know what you got to do, folks. We give them a pronunciation guide. We call them and tell them how to say the name. Rachel, we do apologize. Reminds me a lot of when we had Holly Slick playing at ICC. Spelled S-C-H-I-L-T, Holly Slick. I've heard her call anything and everything, especially back in high school. Someone called her Sherbet, and that is what I've been calling her ever since. Rachel, grounder to the first baseman. It's off for knee, and the Indians score another one. So a clutch play there for the Indians, as that will go for an error, but another run will score. That was Harbin who came around to score. And now this is going to be Samantha Conley at the plate. 7-3 now is the score in East Central. Going to gather things up and try to talk things over here. Let's take a quick break and hear from Little Caesars.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back now as ICC has pushed 3 runs across the board. Once again, another nice 2-out rally for the Indians. As now this is going to be Samantha Conley. She had an RBI single in her previous at-bat, trying to keep the hits going here. Maddie Miney is over at third base. ICC has scored 3. They lead it now 7-3. Of course, these insurance runs being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call. As Rachel Sternisha, they did throw it down to the shortstop just to see if they might be trying to send Maddie home. So Sternisha will get the free pass basically on the stolen base. That pitch went for a ball, but yeah, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Ball in the dirt, gets away, and the run will score. Maddie Miney was able to get home and pushes across the 8th run of the contest for ICC. As that was a pass ball that time, Sternisha was able to head to third on the play as well. And so the runner staying in scoring position, or actually moving a little bit closer. That one just got through the wickets of the catcher. Tough break there for East Central. That pitch going high for a ball. Well, ICC has opened this one up a little bit. But as we said, this game far from over with when you're playing a team like East Central. 3-0 is the count here to Sam. And that pitch called a strike. 3-1 now is the count here to Conley. Well, you got good speed with Stranisha over at third base. If the ball gets away again, would possibly push across another run. Back-to-back 4-run innings now for the Indians. They lead at 8-3. They're behind 3-0 heading into the fourth inning. That ball low, ball 4, and Conley will get the free pass. And now this is going to be Summer Kreider coming to the plate.
Now batting third baseman number 7, Summer Kreider.
So with runners on the corners here for the Indians, this will be Kreider with 2 outs. 8-3 is the score. May have a runner coming in this situation here for the Indians. And yes, it is. I believe it's going to be Lily Moore coming in to run here for ICC. And she'll be running in place of the catcher, Samantha Conley. So trying to get a little bit more speed on the bases here. Kreider 0 for 3 on the day. She flew out to center field to end the fourth, grounded out to second to end the third, and popped up to second to start the second. 8-3 is the score in favor of the Indians, trying to extend that lead here. You've got Rachel Stranisha at third. Lily Moore running in place of Samantha Conley over at first. So Kreider, the 9th batter of the inning here for the Indians. That pitch at the knees for a strike. And Lily will almost skip to second with the stolen base as she kind of just trotted there. Her trotting looks like me running in a dead sprint. So now with runners at second and third, Kreider stands in, takes that pitch low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-3 is the score here in favor of the Indians. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Kreider. Wind blowing out of right field. Sun peeking out from the clouds now. And Kreider awaiting the pitch with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Kreider lifts one. This one's back to the wall, and it's gone! A 3-run home run by Summer Kreider as that one just eked its way over the wall. And Summer with a big-time blast there. And a big inning for the Indians. As Summer literally got that one about 2 or 3 inches above the wall, and that's all that matters. It leaves the ballpark. And the Indians, wow, have really opened this one up now. As that home run, a 3-run shot there. And now this will be Macy Cox coming back to the plate. Coach Kirk will have to re-enter her into the contest. And the Indians now have really opened this thing up. I do apologize if I blew your speakers there when I called that home run, as like I said, it was either going to do one of 2 things. It was going to get out of the ballpark or catch the very top part of the lip of that fence and pop its way back in. But a big hit there for Summer Kreider, and 11-3 now. ICC with the lead. We're in the top of the 5th, and this is Macy Cox with 2 outs and nobody on. Macy started this inning for us, and it was a single. She was replaced on the bases by Joanna Vasquez, who was erased on a fielder's choice. That was the 2nd out of the inning, and once again ICC getting it done with 2 out hits. Macy couldn't hold off on the rise ball there. A beautiful pitch out of the hand of King as that one goes for a strike. Big inning here for the Indians as they have scored 7 runs so far. Macy blisters one over the head of a leaping third baseman, and Cox will go for a double. Another big-time hit there for ICC, as that one goes for extra bases for Macy Cox. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits so far for the Indians. And now this is going to be Casey Carpenter. Carpenter, the only player, well, actually she has. Every player on the ICC lineup has reached. Only Carpenter and Stranisha don't have a hit so far. Stranisha has reached 3 times, a walk, a hit by pitch, and reached on an error. And Carpenter reached on a fielder's choice in her first at-bat of the day. So a runner at second with 2 outs. ICC leading 11-3. That pitch high for a ball. Good job that time by the catcher for East Central, McNear, to climb the ladder and go get that one. I tell you what, I've been impressed with McNear today. Not only behind the plate, but at the plate as well. She is a double threat. That pitch missing low for a ball. Sun peeking behind some clouds again. It's a beautiful day here in Decatur. We thank everyone tuning in here on Let's Go ICC. ICC fans loving what they see so far. And that pitch, they're going to say hitter. So she'll reach again, and this time by hit batter, first hit batter of the day for King. Second time an Indian has been hit by a pitch. And this will bring up Jessica Davis. Jessica is 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single. She has scored twice. So runners at first and second here for the Indians. 2 outs as ICC continuing this inning here. As Davis will dig in. Ball in the dirt. Runner tries to go to third, and she will. And on the throw, the runner will advance to second. So the wild pitch allows Cox to advance, and then advance on the throw was Carpenter. And now a big-time clutch opportunity here for Jessica Davis. If she can come away with a hit, could possibly push across 2 more runs for the Indians. Ball in the dirt. Good eye that time by Jessica. And so Davis playing in right field. She does have a double and a single and 2 runs to her credit today. Davis looks at that pitch, just missing outside. Good looking pitch. Just a bit too far out for the umpire's liking that time. So 3-0 is the count here to Davis. You imagine the red light would be on in this situation for Davis. And King delivers a strike. Good job by King coming back and just loading up the zone there. 3-1 goes the count with runners at second and third here for the Indians. 7 runs so far here in the top of the 5th. They lead it 11-3. And there's ball 4, so Jessica Davis will draw the walk and load the bases here for the Indians. And this will be Ellie Miney coming to the plate. Miney singled, scored a run in this inning. In her previous at bat, she's also walked twice, so she's 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Bases full of Indians here, and ICC leads it 11-3 with 2 outs here in the inning. So Ellie will dig in, trying to keep the inning alive here. East Central trying to get out of this inning. Ellie takes that pitch, low and outside, but called a strike. So a breaking pitch that found just enough of the zone to get the strike call that time from King. So Miney at the plate. Swings on this one, and it's going to drop for another hit, and another run will score. They're going to hold the runner at third, and Ellie Miney with an RBI single. And ICC continues to pour it on here in the top of the 5th inning. A clutch hit there for Ellie. 12-3 now is the score. And this will be Hope Harbin coming to the plate. RBI single. That scored Macy Cox. Bases are still loaded here for the Indians as this is Hope Harbin at the plate. Hope takes a look at that first pitch, missing outside for a ball. So 8 runs so far here in the inning for the Indians. And they're still batting with bases loaded and Hope Harbin at the plate. Harbin lines one right at us here in the broadcast booth. Is going to go for a infield hit. This could be her second double of the day, and it is. Easier said than done. That time is a bases clearing triple for Hope Harbin. Well, you heard the ball hit right here in front of us in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth, and that goes for a 3-run triple. Reason why I kind of stammered for a second, I was making sure the headset did not fall onto the field. And it's now 15-3, and we're going to take a break and be back with more. It's looking we're going to have a pitching change. ICC leads it 15-3, top of the 5th with 2 outs.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, and for the 3rd time this inning, Maddie Miney is coming to the plate. She takes that first pitch high for a ball. Well, the Indians lead this thing 15-3. They have scored 11 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-out hitting has been the key for the Indians here in game 1 as that pitch across for a strike. New pitcher in the contest here. I'll try to chase down her name here in a moment for you. Annika Jones is the new pitcher. So Annika, who was playing in the infield, as this pitch fouled out of play for a strike. Annika was at shortstop, now coming into pitch, so that means we have a new shortstop in the game, and that's Hannah Default, who was at third base. So now that means we got a new third baseman in the game, and that looks like, well, I can't see her number. It looks like it says 1, but they don't have a 1 on their roster. That pitch high, that's actually number 7. Mackenzie Barnett. Mackenzie Barnett now in at third for East Central. So EC trying to get out of this inning. Miney pops this one up. It's going to be a foul ball and going to get out of play. So now Maddie's going to protect the plate with 2 outs in the inning here. A big inning here for the Indians. Miney rips one, and that's going to push across another run for the Indians. Clutch hit there for Maddie Miney. Went with what they gave him. That scored Hope Harbin. ICC scores another one. That is the 3rd hit of the inning for Maddie Miney. And it's the as they said Stranisha's name right that time. We talk about that being the 3rd hit, or excuse me, actually that was only the 2nd at bat. Scarred. It went back to the 4th inning. But yeah, that's only the 2nd at bat there. So the 2nd time that Maddie has hit, but she does have 3 RBIs on 2 hits this inning. Stranisha with the grounder right back to the pitcher. Great play, and that will do it. The Indians score 12 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. As we'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the inning. Can ICC close it out early? We'll find out and come back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 16-3, 12 runs in the top of the 5th inning. And this is going to be Mackenzie Barnett. She's now playing at third base. She was the DP earlier in the contest, so she is now coming to play third. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up here for East Central. Indians, see if they can close up shop here early in game 1. My, oh my, what a pair of rallies. 4 runs was scored in the top of the 4th inning with 2 outs in the inning. And the Indians got the hit parade going and the merry-go-round spinning in the top of the 5th as they scored 12 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. So Olivia Burns in the circle. She has been a minute since she's thrown a pitch. Actually, she was starting to get loose or pitching again during that inning. As that one, inside pitch, going to miss for a ball. They're going to say, did she go? No, she did not get called that time by the first base umpire. She did check that swing. And 1-1 now is the count. That pitch inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Goes the count here to Barnett. Barnett, Breland, and Webb, I believe, is scheduled up here. As Burns is at the plate. That pitch across for strike 2. Nice job by Olivia to battle back and even up the count now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Olivia Burns. She's working with a 13-run lead here, so you can afford to be aggressive in this situation. Awaiting the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Nicely done that time by Olivia to get the first out of the inning with the Renaissance Bank strikeout. That is the 7th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. So a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to start the inning. That pitch across for a strike. And Olivia quickly ahead in the count now. 0-1. 1 out. Indians trying to close up shop here in early innings. This shot lifted. Or excuse me, it looked like it was coming right at me here, but it was actually in the infield, so a little bit deceiving as it came off the bat. Turns into a pop-up to the second baseman, and now there's 2 away. And we go back to the top of the lineup now, and Kaylee Webb. Webb will dig in with 2 away, trying to find a 2-out hit here to extend this inning. ICC looking for the exit and pick up the win in run rule fashion here in game 1. Is that pitch across for a strike? So Burns back to the circle. And that pitch just missing low for a ball. Good call that time as that one drifted away from the batter. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As Burns looking for the final out of the inning here. And that one missing for ball 2. So the middle of the infield, or actually, the second baseman, shortstop now backing up a little bit. Third base is in regular depth over there at first from Carpenter. As this one popped up and it'll get out of play, and that'll go for strike 2. Well, Maddie trying to get over from her shortstop position. She would have made that play. Wow. So now with 2 strikes on Webb, Burns trying to end this thing with a Renaissance Bank strikeout. If she does, it'll be her 8th of the ball game. So waiting the pitch here from Olivia is low, missing for a ball, and now the count will go full. 3-2 is the count now here to Webb. Webb trying to find her way on. She walked, stole the base, and scored a run in her last at-bat. She did strike out looking in her first. So waiting the offering here from Burns. 3-2 pitch coming. Grounder. And it's going to get through for a base hit. Nicely done that time by Kaylee Webb to extend the inning. Just a little seeing eye single that got through. And now this is going to be Hannah Dufault coming in. Remind you, stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report at the conclusion of today's game. So Dufault trying to spark a 2-out rally here for East Central. Listen to the change-up, and it misses low. Oh, nice frame job that time by Sam. Couldn't fool the umpire, though, as he calls it a ball. Working a little too low in the zone that time. This pitch popped up, back and out of play. Actually, it's off the netting. So it caught just the top of the netting that time, be able to come back in. 16-3, ICC leads it after a 12-run top of the 5th. Productive inning, to say the least, for ICC. That pitch missing low. So now 2-1, I believe, is the count. Yes, it is. 2 balls, 1 strike. Burns getting set to deliver. That pitch going high. Runner acted like she was going to go that time. Conley was ready. The Indians did catch a runner trying to steal to end the 3rd. So Burns needs to battle back here. Slow roller, and it's actually going to hop off the bag, and they're going to call it a fair ball. And they try to snap it over to second, not in time, so that will go for a base hit. Well, they say it was a fair ball, rolled down the line that time. Kreider thought it was foul when it came off the bag, but it comes off the bag like that, it's going to be a fair ball. It actually popped up and caught her underneath the face, or excuse me, underneath the face mask, I should say, right around that chin neck area. She did keep it in front of her. Wasn't hit too hard. And she's going to shake that one off now. And here comes Olivia Houston. I was going to say here comes trouble, but I was thinking of Anna McNear. But it's Olivia Houston now at the plate as the Indians trying to find the out here. They've got 2 quick outs, but back-to-back singles by East Central. So East Central not going quietly into the afternoon here as that pitch across for a strike. 16-3 is your score. That pitch drifts high for a ball. Remind you, we'll have the game 2 coming your way in about 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion. I say about 20 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. Enough time for the umpires to kind of switch up uniforms and change positions as that pitch across for a strike. But a good job by Burns painting that corner at the knees to find the strike. So 2 outs in the innings. Runners at first and second. ICC leading it 16-3. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and that's going to do it. The Indians pick up the 16-3 win in 5 innings in game 1, thanks to a 4-run top of the 4th and 12-run top of the 5th inning. ICC gets the win. We'll take the break. and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it 16-3 in game one. I tell you what, this game shifted kind of crazy late in the contest. ICC was trailing 3-0, then scored 16 unanswered, 4 in the top of the fourth and 12 in the top of the fifth to take a 16-3 win in 5 innings of play. ICC scored 16 runs on 15 hits, no errors. East Central with 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Man, picking a Sonic star of the game is impossible. Let's just call the entire team because there's a lot of great 2-out hitting for the Indians that was able to get the bats fired up for them and able to pull away for the run rule victory. Olivia Burns, she did go the distance in 5 innings for ICC. She struck out 7 and gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, and all 3 of those were earned. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with the start of game 2. ICC wins game 1 by the final score of 16-3.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.